if you're a buyer out there, you're more than aware of the fact that inventory is very low and it's tough to find the house that you're looking for. If you take a look on a national scale here, you'll see that actually we've seen a tick upwards in inventory. Now, how does that compare to what we're seeing in Boston right now? Well, in Melrose, in Malden, inventory levels remain pretty much flat, right? On average right now in Melrose, we're seeing about 14 single family homes on the market. In Malden, that number is around 17, and it's been in and around that number, at least for the past 4 to 6 weeks. Now, why is inventory still at extremely low levels? Well, that's because of interest rates. So if you take a look at interest rates right now, the current loans with interest rates that are under 4% are 70.7% nationally. People that have interest rates, have mortgages with interest rates under 4%. So likelihood of them really wanting to make the move obviously diminishes, because unless there's a absolute need versus a want to move, people just aren't going to do it. They're not going to leave that rate. You take a look at kind of what our graph is for lock-in rates. This graph really shows it well. The people that have interest rates, under 4% fall into that probably not selling regions there. The ones that are in the 4 to 5% are thinking hard about whether or not they want to move. They're really weighing their options. The people in the 5 to 6 range are definitely a lot more likely to make. And the people who are over 6 right now, we just had interest rates go to 8. But people who are over 6 are, who are thinking about moving are definitely. Interesting fact here, I thought, was there's a lot of people think, well, older people just not wanting downsize right now. So according to Credit Karma, about 1 in 4 U.S. homeowners say high mortgage rates would not impact their decision on to sell their home. They're definitely less relevant to older homeowners who are going to go ahead and make that purchase cash. They're going to cash out of their home, and they're not even worried they're not going to finance the next time. So it's so much important to an older homeowner as it is to maybe the move up buyer who is now we're starting, we've seen they're doing more remodeling and additions instead of buying. Let's talk equity. So what's exciting to see is a lot of Americans here are sitting on a tremendous amount of equity. Almost 70% paid off their mortgage or have at least 50% equity. And there's people asking, are we heading towards another kind of 2008 type of scenario with home prices absolutely taking a dive? This is the reason why it's not going to happen. Here, quarterly gains added almost $13,900. The average U.S. homeowner these days now has almost $300,000 in it. If we take a look at this on kind of the national scale here, percent change in home prices, this is since Q1 of 1991 compared to Q2 of this year. All the areas in kind of a lighter blue are 0 to 100% change in equity. You're kind of looking at your West Virginia, your Illinois, or maybe Nevada. Now, if we take a look here, how we doing here in Massachusetts? 319.3% change in home prices since 1991. If you take what else is interesting here is you take a look at all the dark blue, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Utah, Colorado, Arizona. Why are those states doing so well? Well, it's because we're seeing a lot of people migrate from California to those states. Over the last 5 years, you take a look at this compared to Q2 of 2023. Again, looking at Massachusetts, we're 50% change in home prices over the last 5 years. So that kind of showing you the type of equity that people have in their homes right now is obviously being displayed by the percent change in home prices. Years. Home price forecasts. Well, that's the question I get more than anything else. If we take a look at kind of 2023 year-end home price forecast here, we're almost to the end here, but on average, we're looking at increase of 3.3% for all properties. Now, what we are saying is that in the luxury property market here in the Boston area, we're seeing those prices definitely level off or even go down Back Bay condos, for example, are down 8.8%. The values are down 8.8% in the last year. Luxury condos are having a tough go of it right now. Anything priced under $1 million right now is still selling very quickly with multiple offers. Now, this is from the home price expectation survey here, estimated home price performance, December to December. In the next 4 years here, looking at 3.32 for 2023. And then it's definitely going to slow down. They're thinking next year in 2024. Who knows what's going to happen with interest rates? That's going to have a part of it. And then things going up very gradually over the next 3 years, 25, 26, and 27. This is very normal market conditions, price performance that we usually see, it indicative of a normal type of housing market. So people are looking for prices to come down. According to this survey, it doesn't look like it. Anytime Boston usually paces above the national average as well. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.